Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Making the retirement transition smooth. A lot of people don't have no trouble with it, man. But it was a big concern of mine leading into retirement. It's a hard thing, man, to go from your work life to retirement, man. It's a big transition to make in your late 50s, early 60s anyways. But these are just a few things that I did, I think, helped me make the transition and helped make my first year in retirement a lot better than I thought it could be, or that I was worried about. First thing I did was I worked for a paycheck in health insurance. I didn't need a job to provide any of that other stuff for me. Your friends, challenges, purpose or meaning, and none of that stuff. I had that already. I didn't need a job for that. And that helped me when it come to retire. The moment I was able to provide my own paycheck for living, and I could afford my health insurance without having a job, it made my decision to retire so much easier. It's not that I didn't think about it a few times, but I didn't need to be there for any of that, so I quit. And as far as that other stuff goes, man, by not thinking about work as my supplier of all that stuff, it helped me not to feel the loss that a lot of people do when they leave work like that. You don't work with somebody for 15, 20, or 30 years and not have some kind of sense of loss or an emptiness in you. It just don't happen, man. But, even if I did feel any at all, it wasn't as bad, or it didn't last as long as it could have been if I relied on work for that. I got my finances straight. I paid down and paid off my debt. I locked down in the first few years I was going to be retired of expenses that I would need, so I wouldn't have to worry about what the economy does. Your finances are a big concern for a lot of people going into retirement. And if you could take that out of the equation, you're able to fully enjoy all that retirement offers. I took January off. That allowed me to practice retirement, to get comfortable with it, to get a feel for it before I was actually retired. The day I retired, it was no different than any other day I'd had the past month, because in my mind I'd already been retired. It made for that a smooth transition for me. I didn't go 90 miles an hour and then all of a sudden wake up the next day and I was going 0. That's a hard thing to do, but it allowed me to tweak things and be comfortable when I left. I didn't have them first day jitters you get when you're going to start a new job. I set up a routine or a schedule. That's the last thing most people want to do when they retire after decades of having one you had to stick to. But when it's a whole new ball game when you get into retirement, because you're the one setting up the daggone schedule. You can set it up however you want. You can change it at the drop of a hat. You can drop the whole thing if you want to. You can rebuild a different one anytime you feel like it. There's nothing set in stone. There ain't no rules to it. So I think as humans we need a little bit of structure, and this allowed me to set it up where I didn't have too much free time. I didn't have too much time when I was busy. I got a happy medium in there, sort of a work-life balance. So, that works for me. When I walked out the gate, on my last day, handed him my badge and walked out that gate. I closed the book on my daggone work life and was excited and looking forward to my daggone next book of retirement or next chapter or whatever you want to say. It's the same thing you do all your life. I mean, you don't even realize it. I mean, you have times of leaving the past behind and starting a new life all through life. Like when you left school, started a full-time job, when you got married, when you had kids, when you bought a house, those are big changes, big transitions in your life, and you were able to adjust to them. For some reason, retirement people can't. I think it has a lot to do with all them other circumstances. You have a long lead up to the day, I mean, you got 17 years before you graduate to high school, and then you get to a full-time job. 22 if you go to college or more. You got all that time you're building up. Same for getting married. You don't do that in 15 minutes. Meet a girl and go down and get married. Usually there's a lead up to it, dating. Maybe you move in together. You set a date, and then you got all that hassle getting of the wedding. Same for kids. I mean, you got at least 9 months on that one there to get used to the idea, and you're able to do it. But I think most people, like me, they concentrated on the money and never looked long term about everything else. So you're going 90 miles an hour today on your last day, and tomorrow's your first day of retirement. You're going 0, and it'll throw you for a daggone loop. I don't know, man. But I think all those things helped me have a great first year. It really did, and it's really got me excited for this upcoming year, man. I don't know. They helped me. Y'all be sure and show up for Tuesday. I got a handful of people, 5-6 people, I guess. I counted them the other night. I don't remember. A lot of new members to the club. But y'all take care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend the best you can, and we'll talk to y'all later.